Please be seated. So once again, we hear about the Israelites and Moses at the beginning, our first lesson this morning, about Moses and the Israelites. So what did we hear this morning? The Israelites are grumbling again. They're not happy again. You know, that bread you gave us, Moses, you know, that bread that came down from heaven when we were afraid and we didn't know we were going to have enough to eat. And we were able to go out there and, you know, it just magically appeared in front of us. And all we had to do was pick it up, and only just enough. We didn't have to pick a whole lot because, we just had enough. And then, not only that, on the sixth day, we could pick enough for 2 days, so we didn't have to work on the seventh day. You even gave us a day off. We didn't even have to do that. But you know that, it's not cutting it anymore. Ugh, we're so tired of it. We want meat. We want meat, and you're not providing what we want. And so what does Moses do, and what does God do? Moses goes to God and said, they're not happy anymore. They need more. They want meat. And God provides them the meat. Not for 1 day, not for 2 days, but for months on end. So much meat that they even overate a little and got a little nauseous out of it. If you go back to the lessons, it is pretty graphic. Some of us were kind of joking about how graphic the text can be. But for now, they had enough. They had more than enough. Even though what they focused on was not